Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another episode of Simply Survival. This is the series where I like to show you tips, tricks and tutorials, and of course we like to do this in complete survival. In today's video I'm going to be making a super OP duplication machine that will duplicate 64 shulker boxes at one time. So with that being said, let's jump straight on into the video. So the dupe I'm going to be using is the chunk dupe, and the reason it's called the chunk dupe is because you need to mark out 6 chunks, and then at the end of the 5th and 6th chunk you need to make this system. You would then put a shulker box in this chest, go back down to your lever, you would flick your lever, and then you would leave your world. Now depending if you're on a realm or normal world, you would leave for different amounts of time. On a normal world you can join back instantly, well pretty much instantly, and on a realm you're going to want to wait about 3 minutes. That seems to be the best way for me. Now I'm actually not going to do the glitch right now because I want to get to work on the machine. First of all, I'm going to take this out, and yeah, let me show you what we're going to do. You can see I've already kind of started work on the framework. This bottom frame alone will hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 systems. So that's going to be 8 shulker boxes. So that means we're going to have to build 8 levels in total. That's 7 above this level. So what I'm going to do is start to build each level right now. Of course, this is level 1. Level 2 is now complete. Level 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, and there is level number 8. Perfect timing for the sun to come up. Another thing that I'm going to do is centralize this redstone part in the middle. So I'm going to put it right here instead. That way there's 4 machines each side. So what I'll do is remark out the chunks all the way down to my lever. Now that gives me a good visual representation of what I need to do. I'm going to remove this redstone right now as well. Sweet, it looks like there's a lot less mess now. It's definitely central. So the next part, what I want to do is find out how tall this thing is, because I'm going to need to make a redstone path going all the way to the top. That means I'm going to need to make some kind of staircase, and I'm going to make that staircase out of glass, and I will show you why soon. So first of all, let me get this measurement. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was 21 blocks high. Now what I'm going to do is count 21 blocks this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to add on perhaps 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where I'm going to be starting my kind of staircase up. So I'm going to mark it here. But right now, I need to go and find some glass. So, yeah, I'm going to look around for some glass. Now, I don't have any glass around, but what I do have is emeralds. And I can quite literally buy glass from my OP villager farm. Top it off, I get 4 pieces of glass for just 1 emerald. Now, that's a good price. Wow. I just accidentally name tagged this villager Dot. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've got enough glass now. Let's go and place this thing down. So from here, we're going to want to make a little staircase, but we're also going to want to add a little notches so we can add some repeaters as well. So to do that, I'm going to start here, and then I'm simply going to go up like this. And then kind of go like a 3. And then up again. Another 3. And then 1 more just to be safe. And And I think if we remove this block, then we might just get away with that, like that. And now we have something that looks a little bit like this. So next, really, I could do with taking out the excess pieces of glass, because they potentially could get in the way. And now I'm going to go back to the cobblestone and just run a solid line all the way to the glass, like this. I'm going to do the same thing to every single layer. Of course, it would start raining. I mean, at this point, it just wouldn't be a simply survival video without the rain. I'm just going to make sure I've removed any corner bits of glass, because I think I've actually ended up leaving some on by mistake. Like this one. This one. Alright, cool. I think all the excess is out. Now I can just quickly finish off this one, which is not too long at all. And now we are ready to start placing our redstone. And the redstone we are going to need is a bunch of redstone dust. We're going to need some repeaters. We're also going to need some tracks and a hopper minecart. Now the chest won't open because there's a solid block above them. So what we're going to do is replace the chests with barrels. Of course, you can open a barrel from the front like this, and then we can literally place them on every single one. Pretty nice. Now, before I place any more barrels or redstone, I actually need to make myself some kind of access so I can get all the way to the top. To do that, I'm placing a solid block here in this corner, and I'm simply going to use scaffolding. For a minute there, I thought I was already at the top, and there we go. We're all the way at the top now. So, there's a lot of platforms to get through. What I'm first going to focus on is the barrels and the tracks, because they're super easy to do. Not that the other things are not easy. I'm just going to do one thing at a time, or at least two things at a time. And now I've added the barrels and the rails on that layer, I'm going to go down to the next one. And I'm going to do the exact same process on this layer. And of course, if you hadn't guessed, I'm going to do it to every single layer. And from the looks of things, this is the final layer. So, yeah, we're doing pretty well. I just need to add a couple more barrels here, actually, and some tracks, so I wasn't fully complete. Sweet, I think we've now added all rails and tracks. What I'm going to do is very quickly remove this observer. I'm also going to remove this minecart. And now all we have to do is actually link up our repeaters and redstone all the way to our lever down there, which, of course, we still need to do that as well. Dude, what are the chances that a pillager patrol spawns on top of the machine that we're making? I'm not sure where the other guy went, so I'm free to kill this guy. Dude, that is so annoying. There. Yeah, I'm not really sure where the other guy went. So, actually, it gives me an idea to light up this thing. So, what I'm going to do is just add a torch, kind of like here on every one. Maybe I'll add a few more as well. You know, I think that'll be alright for now. As far as repeaters go, we simply want to copy this one. So, facing into that block and then click it twice. So, that's 1 and 2. So, in total, you're going to do 3 clicks. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And, of course, I'm going to do that to every single one. And now we're on the final layer. So, that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 more to go. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is add our lever. So we're going to come a couple past this chunk. Of course, we know it's the chunk because I've used different blocks. So I'm going to add it on the third one. And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to turn it on so I know when to add a repeater. You can see that the redstone slowly starts to get darker as we need a repeater. And around about here, we're going to need to add a repeater so we can extend that redstone power. Now you can see here I've added the 3 bits so we can add additional repeaters going all the way up so we can get all the way to the top, as you can see. And the reason I've used glass is because redstone actually goes through glass like this, so we can take it to each level. And of course now I can add a repeater, and I'm going to take it all the way down. I may need another repeater, so make sure you're stocked up on repeaters if you're trying this process. And now we should be alright to link all of these up. Now, you'll know if one isn't powered by, yeah, it won't be lit up. So all you need to do, add yourself a repeater, and that should be good to go. In fact, what I'm going to do is add a repeater this side here, and a repeater this side here, like that. and it just looks a little bit neater. And now this bottom row is completely wired up. Let's go do the second one. I'm going to bring the redstone along. I think to be safe, I'm just going to do the exact same process. I'm going to put a repeater each side and then link it up. That way, I know for sure everything's going to be linked up. Onto the next layer. It's pretty nice. Each layer we do, it gets smaller each time we do it. Also, what I'm doing, as I'm linking these up, I'm making sure that all of these repeaters that are faced into that solid block are clicked twice. Now, if I had any that wasn't, we would run into some trouble later down the line. But everything is looking good at the moment. As you actually get to the top layer... Oh, God. Damn it. As I was saying, as you get to the top layers, this redstone path here is a lot smaller, so you can actually do it with less repeaters. As you can see, that one at the end now has been lit up, so I don't actually have to put these center repeaters on. I'm simply going to have a repeater here, and then link this up. Damn, this thing feels like it goes on forever. Now, I'm not really sure if we need a repeater on this one. We'll soon find out. No, apparently we don't. So on the penultimate layer, we don't even need a repeater. Pretty nice. Now, for this top layer, I'm going to have a look. I don't know if we're going to need any repeaters, but we're sure going to find out. So, no, we don't. We should be all good. Hopefully, I've got enough redstone. And nice. That is literally left me with one piece of redstone to go. Sweet. Now, everything is lit up and ready to go. There is one more thing that we need to do, and that is to add our hopper minecarts. Now, this is going to take a bit of a long time, purely for the fact that hopper minecarts do not stack. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to add a observer just before the staircase. I'm going to add the observer just here, like so. Now, you can see, once I place a piece of redstone here, everything will light up on this stuff. So, I mean, it wasn't kind of like in sync, which is alarming. But, I mean, I'm sure it's okay. Next up, we got minecarts. I need to place a minecart on every single powered rail like this. So, yeah, that does mean 64 hopper minecarts. I actually realized that I can stand above and place some minecarts, which is kind of handy. I've just noticed a rail missing, which is kind of good as well. I'm going to go and sort that out right now. Hope there's no more rails missing. And now we're on the final row of minecarts. Everything is looking good to go. I just need to place, I think, 3 more now. So that's 1, 2. Oh, I accidentally hit this. That's not good. Hopefully I didn't do that to any other ones. And now the final minecart. Done. Now, before I actually throw some shulker boxes into our 64 shulker box dupe machine, what I'm going to do is test it out. So I'm going to flick the switch, and we will know if this thing has kind of worked or has been linked up correctly, because now all of the minecarts should be under the barrels. So from what I can see, the minecarts are indeed under the barrels. I'm going to check the bottom ones, and wow, I found a missing minecart, so good job I did check. Let me throw that right there. Yet again, I found another missing minecart. Not good. Okay, so I've come to the penultimate level, I believe, and I found a minecart that's actually sticking out a little bit. You can see this one, it didn't actually travel, so I'm wondering why that is, because the one next to it did. And the rest of them did as well. So, I'm kind of thinking... I don't know. This side also doesn't have the best of access. Well, I'm not entirely sure. But what I'm going to do is place a minecart under the barrel like that. I'm going to grab this one back. And yeah, once I press it again, we can double check. Every other one, apart from that one, was under the barrels. So, that definitely was a strange phenomenon. As I said, what I'm going to do is add a little access point this side as well. And now I can access this one nice and easy. Now, all I've got to do is add a shulker box to each barrel, and we should be good to go. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that as quickly as I can. I also need to make sure that I don't hit any of the minecarts underneath the barrels right now. So that's 1 down, 7 to go. Grab some more shulkers. Now we got to find out where we left off. Alright, here. So, I think, and I didn't realize it, that was the last level. I think we've just placed 64 shulker boxes in 64 barrels. That is pretty epic. And now we are fully loaded up. It is the moment of truth. All we need to do is pull this lever, and because I'm on a realm, I'm going to exit out for 3 minutes. Now, some people say that you can actually join back once this number goes to 0, but right now I'm not going to take the chance, so I will be back in 3 minutes. Alright, we are officially signing back in. It has been over 3 minutes, and we are going to go and check out the hopper minecarts. Now, if we've done this correctly, and this has worked, we will now have double the amount of shulker boxes. So that means we will have duplicated 64 shulker boxes. So here it is, the moment of truth. And boom, 2 right there. We started off with 1, and of course now it's gone out the barrel, and we've got 2. I can go down each one of these to double check. I'm not sure if I can reach this one from here. Nope. But if I go down to each level, you can see that we've successfully managed to duplicate 64 different shulker boxes. On the next level, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. The penultimate level. Of course, every single one of these will have double shulker boxes in. I have no doubt about that at all. And finally, the last level. And there we go. We've just managed to duplicate 64 shulker boxes. Now, the long thing is to get them all out again. I mean, I suppose I could have been getting them out as I was checking. But, I mean, yeah, I'll just get them out at some point. And there we go, the machine that will successfully duplicate 64 shulker boxes at one time. Now, to top this off, this isn't how big this machine could go. In fact, I might have a little something to show you in the upcoming weeks. But with that being said, that is all I have got time for today. There it is, the machine that can duplicate 64 shulker boxes. It is an absolute beast. I'll catch you on the next one.